Okay, we're gonna go ahead and start. Hello, everyone. My name's Harold. I'm the manager here at MJ Trade Lines. Just let me know if you guys can hear me okay in the chat. I'm gonna get started here. So, this webinar, we're gonna be discussing how to get paid monthly as a trade line partner, and we're gonna discuss what trade lines are and what it is to become a card holder with us. So let's get started. So I'll start with a little bit about us. MJ Trade Lines specializes in providing trade lines to individuals looking to improve their credit scores. We provide trade lines for both CPN users and Social Security number users. For those of you that don't know what a CPN is, it's some people call it a credit privacy number, some people call it there's different names for it. It's basically a number formatted like a Social Security number. Some use in place to maybe hide bad credit or if they're trying to rent a place and they have evictions. We're able to add trade lines to those also. We do have the largest variety out of any other trade line company and the best prices. So what is a trade line? A trade line is any account that appears on your credit report. Different types of trade lines include mortgages, auto loans, student loans, furniture loans, jewelry loans, installment loans, and of course, credit cards of all types. We sell authorized user trade lines, which means you can pay to become an authorized user on someone else's credit card. This account will then appear on your credit report showing your authorized user status. It's often referred to as piggybacking off of someone's great credit history. So an example, I'm pretty sure a lot of you have credit cards of your own and maybe have added a spouse or um, a family member or children to your credit card as an authorized user. So in that sense, they do get a card of their own. They're able to use it. In the sense that we're using it, the client would not get a card of their own. It's for the purposes of posting only. So you would get junk mail that you'd have to discard, which would be those cards, as they're not to be used. Um, in this sense, where they're just using it for the purpose of reflecting on the report and piggybacking off of your great credit history. So just like the on-time payments, the limit, and the age of that card is what they're looking to pay for to get that reflected. Just a lot of people don't have help from others to do this, or if their score is pretty low and they're just looking for a quick credit boost to get in the a higher range to apply for something, this is what a trade line would be used for. So what it is to be a card holder. As a card holder, you will be listing your credit cards on our trade line list. We will sell authorized user spots and add up to 5 clients per month per card for just 30 days. So you're just adding up to 5 clients on your card for 30 days. After the 30 days, you would be paid out for each client for your quoted amount. You would erase those names, and then we'd have a new batch for you. We could continue doing this until whenever you decide that you need to use your card or for whatever reason you need to stop. It's month to month. There's no you're not locked in for years or anything like that. You will be paid a set amount for each person added each month. How much determines on the type of card you have, the limit, and the opening date. Like pretty much how old it is would determine your quote that you would get paid out. So here's an example of our trade line list. We send this out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If you were to become a card holder of us, your cards would be listed here. Each different color represents a different card holder. So this section in the black would be one of our card holders. The section in the orange would be a different one, etc. And you could list as many as you like. For example, this card holder has 3 cards with us. He has a Home Depot. It's been open since December 2019. The limit's 19,700. Like I said, we sell 5 spots per card. So we have 3 remaining on this one. The price for this one's 420. And then the statement date. The statement date is kind of when you pay your bill every day. I mean, every month. It's good to know because we need to add the clients on or before that date. So that's why we have it listed. And then we put the state where the cardholder is from, just because some people like to um, purchase trade lines from the state they are from. It's not needed, but some people like to. Maybe for like mortgage applications, they'll have a problem if they have a bunch of different addresses from different states. So they like to know what state it's from. And then it says that cards with an asterisk are not CPN friendly. So there are a few cards we can't put CPNs on. In this picture, there's not an example, but we do require picture of a social security number and an ID from the clients. So we'll know who we're adding to your cards. And then it just says trade lines of the same color have the same address, just meaning it's the same card holder. Um, and then American Express trade lines, they don't show account age. They'll show from when they were added. So let's go over the benefits and the risks. So the benefits of becoming a cardholder is another stream of monthly income for you. Our cardholders make around $400 to $500 every month. It's little task needed for you to do. You just need to add and remove the names one time a month, which takes about 5 to 10 minutes to complete. And your personal information is concealed. Your name, your card information, we don't even get that. Well, we get your name, but we don't get your card information at all. It's completely concealed and safe. We have never had an issue with this. So basically, when they're getting at it as a authorized user, all they're receiving is a billing address to add to their credit report, and you would receive um, the names to add once a month. So that's as far as the information goes that's exchanged. So let's go over the risks. Your credit card can close. This is rare, but is a risk. It can be we it can sorry it can be fought. Sorry for the typo there. If it happens, we don't use high risk cards, so we only use the cards that have the lowest risk of this. Like the cards that I choose currently that we have listed. I haven't had an issue in years with these in closing. We've kind of been doing it so long that we know which cards will close for this and which ones won't. So I kind of don't accept the cards that close anymore. So if you're interested in a quote, I'll let you know which cards we can and can't use. Um, it's only happened about 2 times since I've been here, and I've discontinued using those cards that happened to close because of this. Another risk, you may reach a maximum of names able to be added. This happens with Barclays, but it's not a big deal. I mean, it's just you can't add any more authorized user spots. It's usually for the rest of the year. Um, but that's worst case for that. I don't see it as too much of an issue. And then the last one, if you're worried about using like your cards that you like to use daily, you could specifically open credit cards just to use for this. I myself have credit cards I have on the list also. It's a good another stream of income. I have the cards I use daily, and then I have the cards I have listed. I even put some of my daily cards on there also because um, it's honestly not that risky at all. But if you have any more questions about this, I'll leave the chat open after, and you guys could ask me anything on this. So how to add the authorized users. So you could either do it over the phone. You could just call the number on the back of your card. Just say, hey, I'm looking to add some authorized users, and then they'll walk you through the procedure and do it for you. It's quite simple. Or if you're more tech savvy, you prefer on the app or on the website, you could log into your app or online portal, look for the add authorized users section, and then you'll just add the name and date of birth we provided. It doesn't ask for the social. The credit cards that I back up, let me go back to the list that have an asterisk next to them that are not CPN friendly. These would need the social added. These would be like Amex, Discover, Navy Federal. Those we would add the social, but we make sure that it's not a CPN we're adding. We guarantee. That's why we ask for social and ID for these type of cards. And then if you had names on there from the previous month, you would delete them before adding the new names. So it's quite simple. or if you prefer to call and have someone over the phone do it for you, that's also an option. This process takes maybe 5 to 10 minutes to complete, and you only have to do it once a month. So, um, 5 to 10 minutes of work for another stream of income it is quite the benefit. So these are just some examples of payouts to some of our cardholders from our merchant account. For example, this month this cardholder got 695. This cardholder got 656. This cardholder probably had a low limit, maybe one or two cards, 87. Um, this cardholder probably had pretty good limit cards with us, or maybe a couple. He got 1,039, etc. So these are just some examples of our payouts. Okay, and do you qualify? So you don't need to have good credit. You don't need to be in the 700s. You could have whatever credit score. You simply just need a credit card in good standing. So that just means your credit card can't have any missed payments. You must stick to 30% usage or under at all times if you're going to be selling trade lines. You could continue to use it if you like. Just stay at 30% or pay off the balance each month before the statement, and you could still continue you use the card. It just must be at 30% or under while selling trade lines on it. And if currently it's not at that, it's a little bit higher, you can simply pay it down, and we can start to use it whenever you do pay it down. So we are currently seeking 5K, a 5,000 limit on a credit card and at least 2 years of age to be added. So I could get you guys quoted today on how much you could earn with us with the credit cards you currently have. I would just need a credit report, or if you don't want to send a credit report, you can simply just send me the name of the card, the limit, and the opening date via text or email, and I can work on the quote for you. So just depending on the type of card, I'll decide if it's a card we're able to use. The limit and the age will determine how much your payout will be. Obviously, the higher the limit and the older the age, the higher the payout will be, because the more expensive we could sell it for. So if you're looking to get a quote, you could either send me that information right here in the chat. You could email us at info@mjtradelines.com, or you could text us at 817-717-8075. So again, I would just need either a credit report so I could pull that information, or if you prefer, you could send me the name of card, the limit, and opening date. And I will leave the chat open for a couple minutes if you guys have any questions for me. And just let me know in the chat if you do. Thank you.
Hey, can I ask a question?
Have they already started?
It might be over. Yeah, I had a question and I didn't get the answer clearly, so I guess I'll call.
I'm gonna leave the chat open for another 5 minutes. If you guys have any other questions for me, of course, even after the meeting, at any point you could text or email me your name of card, opening date and limit, or a credit report for a quote at any point. This is just for the chat. If you have any questions, I'll leave it open for another 5 more minutes. Thank you. Alrighty, thank you guys. I'll be closing the chat now. You can still email or text us the info for a quote at any point. Bye bye.